Wow, what a year it's been. In fact, what a year and a half it's been. As we reach the end of term, I think we should look back on the things we've been through during these extraordinary times. So how about something positive to start with? Any ideas?
Well, we had 4 months of no school followed by the summer holidays and no school again at the start of 2021.
I said time for something positive. I'm glad that all of you, well most of you, still catch up with the schoolwork at time. What else?
Home learning was actually great. I loved having time to just take things a little slower and watch YouTube lessons when I wanted.
What YouTube lessons? I love being able to play on my Xbox all day.
Wearing pyjamas all day was pretty cool and on little Netflix.
Playing on Fortnite for 10 hours a day was awesome. I got to level 200.
I like spending more time with my family and going for long walks every day.
I like clapping for the NHS and following Captain Tom on his amazing walk.
Captain Tom, what a hero and what a legacy he's left. Let's talk more about him later on, shall we? So what else made things bearable?
Not being able to go to the hairdressers because they were closed was all day.
Okay, thank you. So on the flip side, what about things you struggled with?
My mum decided to cut my hair herself. She made it right.
Yes, I have noticed. Don't worry, that'll grow back. So what else made things difficult?
No loo roll, there was nothing left on the supermarket shelves at the start of the first lockdown.
Watching my parents struggle to keep their small business going.
Oh, not being able to give my grandparents a hug. That was pretty awful.
At a time when we were a bit scared and just needed to be close to people, we were told to keep our distance.
Yet here we are, over the worst. We hope and slowly getting back to normal, but it was tough for a while. As I said, what a year it's been.
We rode a roller coaster, lost the plot there for a while. But even through the dark times, we found things to make us smile. A crazy situation, can't believe the things we've seen. Wow, what a year it's been. It started with a call to arms. Everybody had to toe the line. Wash our hands and stay inside. Enjoy some family time. As they turned into weeks, we had to show some self-control and focus all our efforts on the hunt for toilet roll. We rode a roller coaster, lost the plot there for a while. But even through the dark times, we found things to make us smile. A crazy situation, can't believe the things we've seen. Wow, what a year it's been. Our parents kept us schooled at home, it really drove them up the wall. Grannies learned the art of Zoom to make a conference call. We saw heroic deeds and everybody clapped along. To get behind our NHS and fantastic Captain Tom. We rode a roller coaster, lost the plot there for a while. But even through the dark times, we found things to make us smile. A crazy situation, can't believe the things we've seen. Wow, what a year it's been. Wow, what a year it's been. Wow, what a year it has been.
Okay then, let's wind the clock back to March 2020. Who'd like to remind us what happened?
Well, with the case of the COVID-19 virus increasing, to slow the spread and to stop the NHS being overrun, we went into lockdown.
We were told to stay at home, not to socialise, and to only go out for essential shopping and exercise. And to wash our hands a lot.
Restaurants, bars, theatres, cinemas, sports venues, all have shops, and most offices closed, and people were told to work from home unless they were key workers.
Schools stayed open for key workers' children, but for most of us, at the time, I suppose they felt that the summer holidays had started early.
Yeah, but that feeling didn't last long, remember?
Of course. Home learning.
Yes, Karen, I know I said I'd get the report written by last Friday. No, I'm not taking advantage of your working from home arrangements. Yes, of course I realise it's a holiday. Yes, I'll email it this afternoon. No, I won't watch Loose Women and forget. Yes, I promise. Goodbye, Karen.
Mum, is this subordinating conjunction or a coordinating conjunction? I think it's subordinating, but I'm not sure.
A subordinating what? In my days, it was just nouns, verbs, and adjectives we needed to know about. Let's have a look. Hi, Karen. Yes, of course I'll spell check it. Yes, I know the directors will be reading it. No, it won't be full of grammatical mistakes like last time. Yes, Karen. No, Karen. You have a good day too, Karen. Now, conjunctionating submarine, you say?
It's okay, Mum, I've done it. Right, now I need to do history.
But it's my turn on the computer. It's not fair. Mum, tell him.
My turn!
It's my turn.
My turn!
My turn.
My turn!
My turn.
Hey now, what's all this noise? I'm trying to sleep. You know I'm working nights at the minute, so please just keep it down a bit, okay?
Sorry, Dad, but he's hogging the computer, and I've got my maths work finished.
Yeah, right. You just want to play games on it. Anyway, it's my turn.
Enough. Right, you eat your cereal, you take your headphones out, and you do your maths. What's it you're doing exactly? Show me.
Long multiplication, and I'm stuck on all these.
Well, let's see your workings out. Huh? That's not how we took long multiplication when I was at school. What's all this grid nonsense? Look, just stick a zero in that column, times that by that, times that by that, then add them up. But why do you? Just do it like that. You don't need to know why. Right, can I go back to bed now?
Not yet. Your mother's on Zoom waiting to talk to you. She's bored being stuck at home on her own.
I spent 3 hours with her yesterday talking to her through the kitchen window when I delivered her shopping. Can you speak to her?
No, she's your mother. Anyway, I've got this report to write for Karen. And there's these two to supervise.
Thankfully, she's having technical difficulties again.
Stop it, you three!
Chill out, Dad.
Enough. Right, what schoolwork do you still have to do?
I still need to do my history.
So I've got a science project on electricity, which sounds completely electrifying. Not!
And I've got art and RE.
Right, here's what we'll do. Electricity, you say? Well, I suggest that you plug in the Hoover and clean upstairs. Then there's a light bulb in the change in the downstairs loo. Let's see. History. Let's see. I know. You can call your grandma back and still talk about the olden days for an hour. Okay. Art. Right. You can give the god a better coat of paint. Now some powering. Let me think.
Hello, Karen. Yes, I'm just about to. No, I'm not on the setting with my feet up. Yes, I know you're under a lot of pressure. Yes, I know it's hard for you to work. No, I'm not taking advantage of your good nature. It's just that my children are... Yes, I understand. Goodbye, Karen. Oh! Dear Father who art in heaven, hear my prayer. Take this pity on me in hour of need and deliver me from this torture. Amen. There's your RE sorted. Right, I think I might put my feet up for now and watch TV. Oh, finally, peace and quiet.
Oh, hello, UK. Well, today's briefing, we talk about coronavirus. The deaths are spreading all around the UK.
Oh no, we've had quite enough of those.
Yes.
Oh no, so depressing without any fans in the stadium.
Coming up in today's show, we will be rated the moisturising hand sanitizer.
Oh yes, who's women? Perfect.
Mom's trying to teach us history, debates throw food across the floor. This algebra's a mystery, no one can tell us what we learn it for. Dad says that he wishes he had listened more in school.
I was always round the bike sheds, just trying to look cool.
There's got to be a better way than this. We're going round the twist. This long multiplication is dividing us in two. We thought we'd never say it, but we can't wait to go to school. Trying to teach these children is like herding grizzly bears. Our hats are off, our caps are doffed to teachers everywhere. There's got to be a better way than this. We're going round the twist. Life used to be so simple, the old morning routine. Just give them all some cornflakes and wave them off till 3:15. There's got to be a better way than this. There's got to be a better way than this. We're going round the twist. We're going round the twist. We're going round the twist. We're going round the twist!
I think all of us were looking forward to returning to school after that, weren't we?
I know my parents were happy when the new year school started in September. Mum said she had a newfound admiration for teachers. I can't believe what they put up with.
But what can I say, we do try. But there were so many people who worked hard during lockdown, even though there were risks, just to keep us ticking over.
I remember it was like watching a whole new set of Marvel characters coming together to battle a supervillain.
Yeah, COVID heroes, unite and fight. I reckon that would make a great film.
It certainly would.
And with a single click, my master plan for world domination is now implemented. Mwahaha! Hello, you pathetic bunch. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Iris. Iris of Iris. Yeah, okay, not the greatest name for a supervillain, but there wasn't much that rhymes with Iris. I did consider monochrona, which sounds like a whinging bottle of beer. The Big V was an option, but I figured people would think I was a second-rate rapper, whereas I'm more of a heavy metal fan. Louisa Disease, which was my mother's idea, well, the less said about that, the better. So, Iris of Iris it is. Soon everyone will know my name and will bow before me as I wreak havoc, bringing Earth's inhabitants to their knees.
Intruders have
breach my defences who dare to challenge me.
I and my fellow NHS workers will not cease in our efforts to keep our people strong and healthy in the battle against you.
We will work tirelessly in hospitals, surgeries and clinics until we find a vaccine to stop your evil plan.
Curses, doctors and nurses.
The nation's transport workers will make sure things keep moving. You might think you can bring life to a grinding halt, Iris, but not on our watch.
And we will continue to serve our communities, whatever the risk to ourselves may be, to make sure families always have food on their tables.
This can't be possible.
That's where you're wrong. We'll keep building for our future, so when you're just nothing but a distant memory, we'll be standing strong.
And we will teach our future generations about how we stood together until you were no more. Time to face facts, Iris. You will now be defeated. My fellow COVID heroes, unite and fight!
Listen everyone, we are just the tip of the iceberg. Many millions more risk their lives to fight against this virus. And you yourselves show such bravery battling through hardship, loneliness and drastic change, going without your comforts and remaining steadfast throughout. And remember how you clapped along for the NHS? Well, here's a chance to clap along with us again. Hit it!
Sometimes life can be tough and you feel like you've had enough of the bad stuff coming your way and you need some help today. Don't worry, if you're under attack, there are people watching your back and they're with you every step of the way, and they'll make the world a better place. Everyone events an H-E-R-O, yes, everyone events an H-E-R-O-O. They'll fight to the end to protect and defend. Your back's to the wall, well, you know you can call on an H-E-R-O, yes, everyone events an H-E-R-O-O. They'll fight to the end to protect and defend. You can't wish for a better friend. Maybe there'll be a time when the mountain you gotta climb is so high you want to give up, but the road is just too rough. Don't worry, someone's taking a stand and they'll give you a helping hand to get through all the strain and the stress. Will they save the day? The answer's yes. Every one of them's an H-E-R-O, yes, every one of them's an H-E-R-O-O. The boys get too hot, or you're in a tight spot, your back's to the wall, well, you know you can call on an H-E-R-O, yes, every one of them's an H-E-R-O-O. The fight to the end, to protect and defend, you can't wish for a better friend. H-E-R-O, yes, every one of them's an H-E-R-O-O. If things get too hot, or you're in a tight spot, your back's to the wall, well, you know you can call on an H-E-R-O, yes,
That was fantastic. Now we would like to, before we go, we would like to tell you about another hero.
As my colleague explained, there have been so many heroes who emerged during the pandemic, but none of them captures our imaginations as much as one certain person.
An army veteran of World War II, in April 2020 he decided to raise £1,000 for NHS charities by walking 100 laps of his garden before his 100th birthday.
His story became a national news and he was soon a household name as this fundraising snowballed.
He completed his 100 laps in the 24 days running up to his birthday, and the money he raised went a little beyond the £1,000 he'd hoped for. Donations totaled over £30 million, and this is still going up.
In recognition of his amazing effort, he is made an honorary colonel, and on July 17, 2020, he became a Knight of the Realm, and Her Majesty the Queen asked him to rise to Captain Sir Tom Moore.
Sadly, this remarkable gentleman passed away February 2021, but the inspiration he set to never give up and care for each other and to always push on will never be forgotten. Rest in peace, Captain Tom.
So join us in an uplifting song to celebrate the life and achievements of this great man. Move over, Captain America. Here's to a real superhero. Here's to Captain Tom.
Now heroes come in different shapes and sizes, big and small and young and old as well. And no matter what your age, you've still got a part to play. So there's a story that we like to tell. See, down in England there was such a hero, a soldier by the name of Captain Tom. And as the virus hit, he vowed to do his bit, and he pulled his marching boots right on. Captain Tom, Captain Tom, when others stopped, he just kept marching on. Up and down the garden until the race was won. Everybody raised a glass to Captain Tom. Now the more he won, the more folk kept donating, and the money that he raised just grew and grew. And at the final round, more than 30 million pounds he gave to all the charities he knew. Now the army, they promoted him to colonel, and standing proud they pinned his medals on. And Her Majesty the Queen liked what she had seen, so she knighted him a right Sir Tom. Captain Tom, Captain Tom, when others stopped, you just kept marching on. Up and down the garden until the race was won. Everybody raised a glass to Captain Tom. Now heroes, they don't stay with us forever. The time will always come to say so long. And at 100 years of age, his final walk he made. Rest in peace and thanks a million, Captain Tom. Captain Tom, Captain Tom, when others stopped, he just kept marching on. Up and down the garden until the race was won. Everybody raised a glass to Captain Tom. Raised a glass to Captain Tom. Everybody raised a glass to Captain Tom.
Well, we certainly needed inspirational characters like that to go through lockdown, didn't we? Yes, Peter.
Yeah, but I think NHS staff is proud too.
Definitely, hence the I'm applauding every Thursday in the book. They put a time slot to shop.
Yes, it's just a shame they couldn't inspire a bit of common sense into some people. Do you remember what happened in the supermarkets?
Oh, yeah. Okay, settle down. Supermarkets, yes. I'm going to remain professional with my comments on this.
Oh, come on, miss. Tell us what you really thought.
Well, I will add, I had to shop around just to get some flour. Suddenly everyone thought they were Mary Berry.
My mum said it was like a zombie apocalypse.
Yeah, panic buying. What was all that about? If you didn't get to the supermarket super early, there wasn't anything left on the shelves.
Even if you got there early, you would queue for an hour. My mum came back with a tanner one day. She had been outside for so long.
Panic buying was a joke. All I was left on the shelves was stuff like sprouts, and who wants to eat that? Oh.
My mum said she went to Spa, the Co-op, Easter, and still couldn't get any pasta.
And why did everyone suddenly start stocking up like toilet roll? I read a bit about coronavirus, and nowhere could I find that one of its symptoms was an increased need to go to the loo.
We went weeks without any. We had to use kitchen roll until that ran out too.
Then what did you do?
You don't want to know.
Really? That's quite enough. Let's not lower the tone.
It wasn't just toilet roll. We couldn't buy more than 4 packs of baby wipes. My mum said the people in charge of these supermarkets clearly didn't have babies. All babies do is eat, sleep, and...
No!
Mom, where's Dad? He should have been back from the shop ages ago. It's way past dinner time and I'm starving.
Well, it is your dad we're talking about. Mind you, he's got a list this time, so he won't just come back with steak and beer. Then we can have dinner. It's going to be fish fingers, chips and beans tonight.
Yes, my favourite. You can't beat fish fingers, chips and baked beans.
And it's getting those deluxe creamy yogurts I like for pudding and a bottle of Coke. It's Friday, remember? We'll have Coke on Friday.
Well, they were on the list I gave him, so I expect so. Crikey though, what on earth has happened to you?
Have you been run over, Dad?
Have you been mugged?
Have you been attacked by next door's Jack Russell again?
No, not exactly. I've been to Tesco. I mean, I hate the supermarket. I have the best of times, but that.
Yes, we know that. I sent you over the list 4 hours ago. How did you get yourself in this state just going to Tesco?
You don't cycle there. Since they've announced this lockdown, the ward's gone mad. It's every man for himself. There's fighting in the aisles. They're stripping down the shelves. I don't know how I managed to get there alive.
That sounds terrible, Dad. But did you get our dinner?
Fish fingers, chips and beans?
Deluxe creamy yogurts and a bottle of Coke.
I got us on the list. More or less.
More or less? What do you mean? Did you or didn't you?
Just gonna take a bit of imagination, okay? I've been thinking for a while now, and I've been eating enough green veg, and there were plenty of cheese and broccoli left in the shelves, so...
Oh, so what about the stuff you're supposed to get? Oven chips?
Well, they run out of those, so I thought, lovely parsnip. If we brush them in oil and oven bake them, ta-da, chip.
Dad, that's disgusting. At least how we got the fish fingers and baked beans.
Oh yeah, they run out of beans too, so I thought, lovely chickpeas and tomato puree.
That's gross. At least tell me you got the fish fingers.
Technically, yes. We got fish fingers, maybe not quite what you're used to, but fingers of fish nonetheless. We've got the last 2 tins of sardines. If we mush them and roll them up into finger-sized portions, we have fish fingers. And here's the best bit. They don't need cooking, so we can eat them cold.
No, tell me you at least managed to run yogurt.
Well, I've got the last 2 litres of milk. Good thing it's out of date. If we leave it out for a while, hey presto, yogurt.
That's disgusting.
Well, what about the Coke? Let me guess, you got some Oxo cubes and thought you just pop one in a bottle of sparkling water and give it a quick shake.
Wait, I think like enough. I tried my best, guys, I really did. Fish fingers, chips and beans for dinner, Coke to drink and yogurt for pudding. I tried my best. There's just none left.
We know it's not your fault. Well done for trying your best, okay? I suppose we can get a takeaway. I think I saw on the news that they're allowed to stay open. I'll give the Chinese a ring, shall I?
Yes, Chinese, great idea. So Dad, what's in the other bag?
Well, I've stuck them the newsagents on the way home. Got 20 copies of today's Daily Mail.
And what, may I ask, are we supposed to do with those? It's not an attempt to get us to read instead of being on our screens, is it?
Well, there was one more thing on the shopping list that I went out of.
What was that?
Ta-da! New roll.
This is a staff announcement. The staff to aisle 12. You seem to run out of food again.
We're here at the local shop. The queue goes right around the block. It's everybody for themselves. And now that we're all inside, we can't quite believe our eyes. There's not a bean left on the shelves.
watching over the last corn beef.
None left, nothing for our tea, none left to feed the family. And shopping trips not how it used to be. None left, it's a catastrophe. None left, except for frozen peas and loads of broccoli.
This is a customer announcement. Please make your way to the exit. He run out of absolutely everything, and the shop is now closed.
Lockdown certainly did present us with a few challenges, didn't it? So many rules and regulations which meant big changes to our lives.
I found some of the instructions that we were given really confusing, and they were always changing. The people in charge were struggling to know what to do for the best sometimes.
Pat, it seems even experts don't agree all the time. The thing is, if they can't make their minds up, then how are we supposed to know what to do?
Shops had to shut, then they could open, then they could shut again.
We couldn't go to restaurants. Then we were told we had to eat out to help out. Then we were told we couldn't do that again.
We weren't allowed to play sports, then we were, but only outside. Then we weren't allowed to go watch our favourite teams play. I couldn't keep up with it.
And the whole thing about bubbles and tears, who you could see, where you could see them, and for how long. I really don't envy the people who had to stand up week after week and not take a nation.
Spreading. No wonder they're getting confused. Maybe we're just not making things clear enough for them. Don't leave the house unless you have to leave the house. Don't go to work unless you have to go to work.
Then there's the bubble of 6. You can't mix with people in the bubble of 6 unless there's an hour in a month and it hasn't rained for 3 days. Then there's the tiers. You're in this tier, they're in that tier. The whole thing's happening in tiers.
Which is why we need a different approach. So, did you manage to document that prepared? Do you think it will work? Well, it's worth a try. It cannot do any harm.
It's certainly radical. I give you that. We may as well give it a shot.
Okay then, let's do this.
Thank you everybody for joining us at today's COVID briefing. As you're aware, the situation with regards to this virus remains serious.
We understand that the instructions we have previously given may have been unclear, leaving many of you unsure about what you need to do.
However, while we wait for the next set of scientific findings, from which we will come up with another set of different instructions for you, there are 3 things we need you to do. 3 things that have remained the same since the beginning of all this.
And today we would really like to reinforce these, just so you know you're in no doubt. Firstly, wash your hands at every opportunity, as we know you can pick up the virus from infected surfaces. Secondly, keep a 2 metre distance from people when you leave your homes for essential activity.
And thirdly, wear a mask to reduce the risk of transmitting and contracting the virus through your breath. Now, we've said these things before, but people still don't seem to understand.
So, to shake things up a little bit, to make the message a little more funky and groovy, especially for you younger, cooler dudes out there, let's, in a social distance manner, of course, rock!
Yes, we Give each other some space. Wash your hands every chance you get. We'll beat this yet. Have respect. Put that mask on your face. Give each other some space. Wash your hands every chance you get. We'll beat this yet. Have respect. Yeah!
Whoa, back off, social distance, remember? Oh yes, silly me. Well, my word, that was very energetic. I got a bit carried away there.
I'm sure you'll need refreshments after that performance. So, we've laid up some tea and biscuits backstage if you'd like to join.
It's very kind of you, but your house, you better keep it safe, right? Yes, well, I think that worked very well indeed. So, same time next week? Good in! I cannot wait! Sorry, I'm late. Sorry, I'm late.
I think we found that having a sense of humour certainly helps us cope with life's challenges.
What about this joke? Why did the chicken cross the road? Because the other chicken behind it did not know how to socially distance properly.
But we mustn't forget that the COVID pandemic and lockdown have been devastating for so many people.
Jobs have been lost, livelihoods have been ruined, and families have struggled to adapt to huge changes.
Yes, we've taken a look at a few aspects of lockdown in a light-hearted way this evening, but the pressures these and other things created are very real.
And the effects of social distancing have led to loneliness, isolation and depression in lots of vulnerable people. In our effort to shield older family members, they've often gone months without contact with the people they love.
And of course, lives have been lost. Some of us may have been more personally affected by this than others, but as individuals, families, a school, a community, a nation and the world, we've all been touched by what has happened. So let's take a moment and remember those who, throughout these difficult times, paid the highest price.
Rewind back to lockdown first being announced, and I can't believe we're still in this nightmare. I remember it first being announced and everyone thinking it was fun, not having to get up early and no school, but then after a matter of weeks I missed my friends, family and teachers. I wanted normality back. I must admit, to begin with, I liked doing work from home and I loved getting outdoors and walking. However, when my nan became ill, I realised that things were serious. It wasn't fun. Early on, I had loved spending more time with my mum and sister, but 24/7 proved challenging. I wanted to reach out and hug my nan. Well, just another another family member except for my mum and sister. Doing a Zoom call with my nan was better than nothing, but actually feeling and touching her is what we needed. COVID has taught me the importance of human interaction and appreciating all that we have.
At the start of 2020, we were announced to be in lockdown from Boris Johnson. 2020 was a roller coaster for me. My granddad was in hospital for near enough 3 weeks. As well, Christmas, we didn't want to risk it with my other nan and granddad. In September, my granddad passed away from 2 strokes, which later led to heart failure. I found out on the morning. It didn't come to mind that he would pass away so soon. The next day after was horrible. I was too upset, but my friends were supportive and kind. 2021, January, my birthday. It was very fun, but hard since my granddad wasn't here for it. Christmas as well was really hard. I was so upset. My nan was also in hospital and was in there for a few days. To keep myself occupied, I was doing a lot of art and drawing. I made my granddad a card. I think he liked it. Father's Day. I went to put a card near his ash box. I imagined he liked it. Even though it was tough, I still pushed through the hard part of it, with friends and family supporting me through the whole way. We still find it hard today. The whole year was tough for me, and many others, but we still find a way to put a smile on our face and have fun.
These last 2 years have been devastating for many families. Not having enough money,
isolation, which then led to families not seeing anyone for over a year. Such a normal day it was. Like always, we were all happy. We had a week off school because a strange virus had approached Earth. We were yet to find out it would destroy almost half of the Earth. We were all jumping with joy, being able to do work at home. How much better does it get? Or so we thought. Our new Prime Minister, Boris Johnson, made an announcement. 6 months of lockdown, he said, but that wasn't all. Another few months had passed, and people were getting angry. No toilet roll, no soap and no sanitizer. Aside from all that, there were some fun things. Doing the lessons at your own pace, spending more time with your family, also not having to get up early in the morning. Now let's beat through the final obstacle and live our normal lives. Thank you for your time and have a good day.
I thought the coronavirus lockdowns were pretty tough times. We couldn't meet up with any friends and I missed school a lot because we all have a good laugh. Home learning was hard as we had to organise ourselves for once, but I ended up getting the gist of it and I did like some things about it. Wearing face masks in supermarkets and having to sanitise our hands all the time was really weird to start with, but we got used to it. Thankfully, I'm glad the restrictions are coming to an end.
Come on, let's try and finish off something positive, shall we? What has given us hope? Any ideas?
Apart from the Euros, the vaccine. It's light at the end of this tunnel.
What a fantastic job those scientists did! How hard they all worked to get it ready so quickly!
I bet there were some celebrations in the laboratory on the day they made the breakthrough. I wish I'd been a fly on the wall.
Conga, conga, conga! Conga, conga, conga! Conga, conga, conga!
Cheers to hard work.
Hello YouTube, you joined us in the lab where we're having a party. The final test results are back and ladies and gentlemen, we have an effective vaccine. Needless to say, we are very jolly. Let's go reaction from Professor Hans Face in Space, who co-led this research. Professor Hans Face in Space, tell us how you feel.
Hello everyone, yes it's been a crazy few months but here we are with the finish line in sight and we're celebrating.
Come on, Pam, say hello to YouTube. Come on, don't be shy. The great Professor Pandemic, without whose efforts we wouldn't be here. Come on, Pam, say something. Hi, well, yes, it's been an amazing breakthrough. We're only doing our jobs. This is just what we do. And this is where it all happened. We've been locked in this lab 24/7. We haven't seen daylight for months, but now we can relax a little.
And some of us a little more relaxed than others.
Right, we have some final loose ends to tie up before we send this vaccine off to manufacturers. So it's goodbye from the lab.
Professor Hans Faces, Professor Demick, let's crack on.
With this vaccine, we're going to save so many lives. You see this? Turn it upside down. Oh wait, it didn't change the thing. Turn it that way and it's going straight down.
I can't believe we're going to save so many lives.
Yeah. I can't wait. We're going to do so much.
Get the vaccines, we can send it off to manufacturers then.
Anyway. Hang on. What is it?
Where's what?
That vaccine. You left it here, didn't you?
Yeah.
You left it right there, didn't you?
Yeah.
You left it there.
What the? You've got to be kidding me. Don't tell me after all the hard work, you have lost it.
Don't blame me. I know he left it here, right here. It's his fault because he was the one who put it there. Didn't you?
Yeah. Oh no, this cannot be happening. I've given my life to work on this. I haven't seen my children in a year. You idiot! Who are you calling an idiot? I have a PhD from Oxford University.
And I've been nominated 3 times for a Nobel Prize. If anyone's an idiot, it's you. You were the one who started this party.
It's not my fault. Why are you all there?
Oh, it's your wake, are you? What are you sniggering at? This isn't funny.
Why are you filming this? You should be helping us.
Oh my goodness, you should see your face. It's hilarious. This is definitely going on YouTube.
Excuse me? Have you lost your marbles?
Are you for real? Do you understand what is happening here? We've lost the formula. And you're going to put this disaster on YouTube. Stop filming at once.
Relax, you've just been pranked. Oh, your face is comedy gold. We haven't lost the formula, it's here in my pocket. Yes, I thought it was. Oh no, it must have fallen out when we went to buy more champagne.
You idiot!
Only joking, here it is, safe and sound. But really, your face
You pranked us? Why did you prank us?
Oh, come on, it's just a bit of fun. And anyway, now people see that scientists aren't boring, they can take a joke. Come on, guys, sense of humour. Scientists can take a joke. Yes? No? Come on, guys, surely you can see the funny side. Oh, Christ.
Ha! Talk about looks on faces. Did you see hers?
Was she right though? Do people think we're scientists or boring them? What can we do to show them that?
By singing a song and sticking it on YouTube. Come on, gang, let's show the world there's more than what meets the eye.
Yep.
Edward Jenner, a clever fella, noticed people weren't very well, apart from all those milking maids who didn't catch smallpox and very strange. He had a notion and made a potion which caused a scientific commotion, a way to keep us safe from harm, and had a shot in the arm.
Let me say it again. Wow, what a year. Such a short time we've all lived through. One day, children like you will learn about our experiences in their history lessons.
Just imagine the Year 6 children of the future learning about our YouTube lessons, home learning heroes, Zoom catch-ups and live in the bubbles. I suppose it's something like our Blitz, hasn't it? Everyone standing together in the face of a common enemy.
And when it's properly over, maybe we'll notice that things have changed for the better. Maybe we'll learn to appreciate what we have and not take anything or anyone for granted.
And we'll make the most of the opportunity to do all those things and to be with all those people we've missed since the craziness started.
So everybody, all that's left to say is thank you for joining us this evening. How wonderful that we can all, at last, be together again. Here's to the future and finally being free to explore our possibilities, to imagine and realise all that we can be. Now,
let's give